children, I hope you have gone through my previous video, and today we will continue further with the chapter solid state. We will start with coordination number. Coordination number is the number of nearest neighbors that a particle can have in crystal structure. We have studied about the various types of crystal structures. Now in primitive or simple cubic lattice structure, their coordination number is 6. For body-centered cubic lattice, coordination number is 8. And for face-centered cubic lattice, coordination number is 12. Now next we have to study about the close packing, how the atoms are arranged in crystal. They try to occupy maximum space and leave minimum empty spaces. That is the packing efficiency. You've already done it in the previous video. Now when you look at the two-dimensional close packing, it is of two types. First is square close packing and the second one is hexagonal close packing. Now in packing, the edges, they are in touch with each other. See, if you see the figure A, all the spheres, they are in contact with one another. Now for square close packing, the various rows of spheres, they are kept one on top of the other. So if you look at any particle, any atom, see the one which has been colored in black, it is touching 4 other spheres. And if you join the middle point of these neighbors, you will get a square. So this is called as square close packing. In the second type of packing, first one row of spheres is placed, and then on the depressions of the first row, the second row of spheres is placed. Then the third row on the depression of second row. In this way, alternately the spheres are placed, and when you look at any atom, you will see it is in contact with 6 other spheres, and when you join the middle point of these spheres, you get a hexagon. So that is why this type of packing is called as hexagonal close packing. This was in 2 dimension. When you look at the 3-dimensional close packing, the 3-dimensional close packing you get by stacking 2-dimensional layers one above the other. Now this can be done in 2 ways. First is from 2-dimensional square closed packed layers. You put those square closed packed layers one above the other as shown in the figure, and you get a cubic structure like this. And from second one is from 2-dimensional hexagonal packed layers, in which you get 2 types of voids. The first is tetrahedral void and the other one is octahedral void. If you look at this figure over here, you will find T and O written in this. So where all the places where T is written, that is tetragonal void, and the places where O is written, that is octahedral void. Now till last year you had to study about the voids, but this year due to reduced syllabus you don't have to study about voids in detail. Void has been removed from your syllabus. Now placing, this was about the 2 layers. Now when you place the third layer in 3-dimensional packing, placing the third layer over the first 2 layers, that can be done in 2 ways. First is when the third layer is covering the tetrahedral void structure. Then this type of close packing is called as hexagonal closed packed structure. See the figure over here, third layer is covering the tetrahedral void. So this type of structure is called as hexagonal close packed structure. It can be seen in case of magnesium and zinc. And the second method is when the third layer is covering the octahedral void. Then the structure is called as cubic close packed structure, CCP, and that was hexagonal close pack was HCP. So CCP can be seen in copper and silver. In both the cases, the coordination number is 12. That means the number of neighboring atoms is 12. Next topic which we have to study is imperfections in solids. Imperfection word means defects. Now, defects is due to absence of constituent particles from its regular position in lattice. Now, basically there are two types of defects, point defect and line defect. We will study about the point defects in detail. They are also called as atomic imperfections, and they are of three types. We will study them one by one. The first category is stoichiometric defect. Now, I am sure you have heard the term stoichiometric before in class 10. What is stoichiometric? Stoichiometric word means compounds in which number of positive and negative ions are in same ratio as indicated by their chemical formula. That is called as stoichiometry. Now, in stoichiometry defects, they are also called as intrinsic or thermodynamic defects. They are of two types, vacancy defects and interstitial defects. Now, let's first discuss vacancy defect. Vacancy has been taken from the word vacant. Vacant means empty. Now, here the lattice sites are empty or vacant, resulting in decrease in density of substance because some of the ions have left the crystals. So, decrease in density of substance, and this occurs basically due to heating. Interstitial defects. This occurs when atoms occupy interstitial site. What is the meaning of interstitial site? Like suppose in a classroom the children are sitting in rows and columns. Okay. Now if someone leaves his or her row and comes and sits in between the empty space which is in between the two rows, somebody comes and sits over there. And that space is called as interstitial space, and atoms also come and occupy the interstitial site. So this type of defect is called as interstitial defect. It increases the density of substance. Now the above two defects, vacancy defects and interstitial defects, they are shown by non-ionic solids. Ionic solids also show two types of defects. The first one is Frenkel defect. Frenkel defect is presence of hole in cationic lattice, and the cation occupies the interstitial position. Because cation has not left the crystal, it is in the crystal, but from its place it's just like a student has left his or her place and has come and sat with somebody else. They've changed the places. So this type of a system in which the number of students remain the same. So the density of the crystal does not change. Example of such cases, Frenkel defects can be found in AgCl, that is silver chloride, silver bromide and zinc sulfide. The second type of defect shown by ionic crystal is called as Schottky defect. Schottky defect, the same number of cations and anions are missing. It's suppose students decide to bunk classes, run away from the class. So before the teacher has entered the class, they have left the class. So their places are vacant. So because they have left the class, number of students will be less. So the density will be less. So same is the case over here. Cations and anions are missing. There is a decrease in density. So this type of defect can be seen in sodium chloride, cesium chloride, etc. Second type of defects, they are called as non-stoichiometric defects. Now they are of three types: metal excess defect, metal deficiency defects and impurity defect. We'll take them up one by one. First is metal excess defect. Excess word means extra. Extra means there is an extra ion at the interstitial site. instead of the regular number, like again I'll take the example of a classroom only, that in your class a child from some other class has come in, and now he is sitting in between you all, so that is an extra ion or an extra child. So that type of defect is called as extra ion. Now here what happens is that because the crystal should remain neutral, so that extra cation is balanced by an extra electron in the interstitial site. So the crystal is electrically neutral. Example of this is zinc oxide. In zinc oxide is white in color at room temperature, but at high temperature it becomes yellow. Why? Because excess Zn2 plus ions are entrapped in interstitial site along with equal number of electrons. So this type of defect can be seen in crystals having Frankel defect. Second type of metal excess defect is anion vacancies. Now anion vacancies, anion you know is a negative ion, and vacancy means it's missing. So anion or negative ion is missing from lattice site, and its vacancy has been occupied by an electron to maintain electrical neutrality. Electrons trapped in anion vacancies are called F centers. They impart color to compound and maintain or increase the electrical conductivity. This is seen in crystals having Schottky defect. For example, when sodium chloride is heated in atmosphere of sodium vapors, excess sodium ions are deposited on surface of crystal. Cl- diffuses to surface and combines with Na plus ions to form NaCl. Electrons thus formed get entrapped in anion vacancies, forming F centers, which absorbs light and radiates yellow color. Thus NaCl appears yellow in color. So these are the two excess ion defects. Now second category is metal deficiency defect. Deficiency means less number. Now in metal deficiency defect, when a cation is missing from lattice site, an adjacent metal ion acquires higher oxidation state. Now this can be seen in metals with variable valency like copper. Copper shows Cu plus as well as Cu2 plus state. So two Cu plus are missing, and in its place there is a single Cu2 plus. So the positive charge is the same, but one atom is less. Same, it can also be seen in iron, because iron also shows variable valency Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus. Another metal deficiency effect may occur by extra negative ion present in interstitial position, which is balanced by nearby metal ion acquiring two charges instead of one. So if you see the figure, there is all others are A plus, but there is one A2 plus. Now to neutralize that charge of A2 plus, what is happening is there is an extra B minus present in this figure. So overall the crystal is neutral, but there is an extra anion over here to counterbalance the charge. The third category of defects, they are called as impurity defect. Now impurity, what is the meaning of impurity? Any foreign substance, any atom or ion which is foreign is considered as impurity, and if it is occupying the lattice site, then such a defect is called as impurity defect. Now process of adding impurity to the crystal is called as doping. Okay, so in this case, if you see, this is a crystal, if you see the figure, this is a figure of crystal of sodium chloride, and in this there is one atom of strontium Sr2 plus. So this is an impurity, and there is one vacant over here. 2 of this Na plus have left the crystal and in its place one Sr2 plus has come, and to balance it there is a B minus in the interstitial side. So this is an impurity, it is a foreign substance. In a crystal of Na plus, Sr2 plus has come. So these type of defects, they are called as impurity defects. These were the types of point defects. Now the second category is of line defect. Line defects, they arise due to deviation from the ideal arrangement in entire row of lattice point. When there is a change in the rows are not in an orderly manner, then such a defect in the crystal is known as line defect. That will be all for today. The rest we'll take up in the next.